Hi everybody, Erin here, and this is Waiting Moose. Today I'm going to be giving you a review, not giving you anything, I'm presenting a review of Cemetery Dance by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child. Let's try that again. Today I will be doing a review of Cemetery Dance by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child. This book is the 9th book in the Agent Pendergast series, and it did not fail me. It didn't disappoint. I will say, if you have read these books, you know that they're kind of horror, they're kind of thrillerish, they're kind of supernatural, and kind of amazing, to be honest. So, and I don't know what it is about these books, because I'm like, every time I start reading them, I get sucked in. Right from the first one, I think it started with Relic, and he sucked me in, and I believed there was truly a monster from South America invading the museum. Oh yes, I did. I believed that with all my heart. I was like, whoa dude, this is awesome. And it wasn't. Spoiler alert, sorry. Anyway, yeah. Let's say that this has spoilers. Which, to be fair, if you're watching the 9th book, the review of the 9th book in the series, you're probably going to get a spoiler or two. In this book, Bill Smithback is killed in our first scene. Now, Bill Smithback is a character that has been there from the start. He is a reporter, newspaper reporter, I believe, and he has been there from the beginning. Now, the problem is, the videotapes, the security camera footage from his apartment building in New York seem to show that he was murdered by his neighbor, which is great, but his neighbor's dead and in the morgue, and the guy walking out, presumably having killed Bill, is a zombie. He's covered in blood, he's a zombie. So that's where we start. We start this book out with a gorgeous, gorgeous zombie story. Soon, Agent Pendergast shows up, obviously, because he always does when Bill is in trouble. Bill and Nora are in trouble. And honestly, this book took me down the path. He grabbed me by the hand, handed me a beer, and said, "Come along, Erin, and let me tell you the story of a voodoo cult hidden in the middle of New York City, and how they have created zombies that are now out and killing the population of New York City." Oh yes, indeed, that is where we are. And I believed it, I bought it, I followed the line. I was like, whoa, we've got zombies, this is great. The story moves along at a reasonably good pace, and there's always things happening. There's always action, there's always people, and there's a large cast of characters that are well enough developed that they fit in the story, but not so well developed that you get bored with the character creation aspect of all these characters. You see characters from previous books, obviously Agent Pendergast, Lieutenant DaGosta is back. I listened to this on audiobook. I should know his name. And Nora, Bill Smithback's girlfriend/wife, is there. There are more murders. There's more zombies. And the story goes along. And there is actually a voodoo type cult in New York City. They have basically been squatters on this chunk of land. And nobody has pushed them off the chunk of land. So they're in this abandoned church with really cool sub-basement system throughout underneath of it, and they appear through their rituals to actually be performing voodoo and creating the zombies that are murdering people. And it's really fascinating as we kind of get in that culture, the Creole culture from New Orleans, which is where I believe Pendergast is from, and then it kind of all of this story goes along, and you get this history of this culture, and which is what all these books do. They bring you this cultural history, this storytelling of supernatural elements, and how it destroys people, right? And so in this case, it's the zombies, and he develops the story very well, and he's obviously done some really cool research into the zombies and the voodoo culture. There's just this race, as these books tend to turn into. It's just this race to solve the mystery, prevent more deaths, and kill all the zombies or kill all the supernatural elements that are populating the book. You're kind of have this extra layer of pain. Not pain, but emotional attachment to the story when Bill, our original character who's been in the books right all the way through, is the next zombie to kill someone. And you're like, no, Bill, no, you didn't just do that. And Pendergast and D'Agosta are racing against time to solve the mystery and unravel all these pieces and save Nora, obviously Bill's girlfriend. So I just thought that it was, it's really well done. It was such a fantastic book. And if you read it, I'd love to hear from you because do you fall into this story as much as I do? Like, am I the crazy one? It has an average rating on Goodreads of 4.0. So obviously I'm not the only one that like dives into these books, follows the the rabbit hole down into the depths of these stories, only to find out that the wool's been pulled over my eyes the entire time. So yeah, not saying that it's not zombies, because zombies are cool. But there is definitely more to the story than just the zombies in this case and the cult. So that's my review. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Why did I give it 4 out of 5 stars? Yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Anyway, I would love to hear what you've heard, what you feel about this book if you've read it. I will be talking to you guys again soon. Bye.